Welcome to our channel. Today, we have the following news. Liu Yuning's stunning young general look goes viral. Liu Yuning's portrayal of the young Major General of the Longduang Army in the 6th episode of The Truth has become one of the most talked about moments of the variety show. While audiences originally expected the historical role-playing segment to be nothing more than an entertaining game with elaborate costumes and scripted mysteries, Liu Yuning unexpectedly transformed it into something much more memorable. The moment he stepped onto the screen in full armor, viewers felt as though the classic image of a heroic young general had walked straight out of an ancient Chinese painting. His commanding appearance, confident posture, and natural charisma immediately captured attention, turning several of his scenes into viral topics across social media. Many viewers commented that this was exactly how they had always imagined the young military commander from historical novels: noble, disciplined, fearless, and striking without relying on excessive styling. The sixth case revolves around the wrongful accusation involving the Longduang Army, with Liu Yuning portraying Ningbo Weibu, the surviving descendant of a military family carrying the burden of his clan's tragic past. His performance perfectly reflects the restrained yet resilient personality of the character. Instead of dressing him in overly extravagant robes decorated with golden embroidery or elaborate ornaments, the costume designers chose a far more practical military style. His black and red armor features clean tailoring and subtle woven cloud patterns that quietly emphasize elegance rather than luxury. The structured shoulder armor naturally highlights Liu Yuning's tall 1.9-meter frame, creating the classic silhouette of broad shoulders and a narrow waist that has long been associated with legendary generals in Chinese historical literature. Rather than appearing bulky, the heavy battle robes seem perfectly suited to his physique, giving him an effortless sense of authority whenever he enters a scene. His hairstyle further reinforces the character's disciplined personality. Long black hair is tied neatly into a high ponytail beneath a simple jade crown, secured only with a dark ribbon instead of elaborate accessories. Loose strands gently frame his face, softening the otherwise imposing image. Combined with understated makeup that defines his jawline and slightly darkens the corners of his eyes, every expression becomes more expressive. When he raises his eyes, they convey the sharp vigilance of a soldier hardened by countless battles. When he lowers his gaze, however, there is a quiet sadness that hints at the emotional scars left by his family's past. This contrast between strength and vulnerability gives the character remarkable depth, making him feel far more believable than a stereotypical heroic figure. Even small details contribute to the overall impression. The humorous mini Longduang spear used during the variety show could easily have looked awkward, yet Liu Yuning handled it with complete confidence. His relaxed grip, controlled movements, and commanding posture made even the smaller weapon appear convincing. Fans joked that he could probably make any weapon look powerful simply through his presence alone. Much of the character's appeal comes from Liu Yuning's naturally striking facial structure. His pronounced brow bone, sharp jawline, and long eyes create an appearance that perfectly suits historical military roles. When he remains expressionless, he resembles a young commander guarding the northern frontier against snowstorms, carrying the quiet authority of someone accustomed to giving orders on the battlefield. Yet the moment Crown Prince Zhang Ling teases him during a lighter scene, his serious expression melts into genuine confusion and innocent humor. That sudden transition from stern general to straightforward young man reveals a charming sincerity that audiences found incredibly endearing. The balance between unwavering determination and youthful warmth prevents the character from feeling distant or one-dimensional. Several scenes particularly impressed viewers because they relied on body language rather than dramatic dialogue. When he raises the military banner, his back instinctively straightens with disciplined confidence. As he strikes the war drum, the subtle tightening of his wrist and the intensity in his eyes instantly communicate the gravity of the moment. Later, when veteran soldiers march forward before him, a faint redness appears around his eyes, not through exaggerated crying or emotional speeches, but through restrained facial expressions that quietly reveal his deep respect for those who sacrificed everything. These understated moments successfully communicate the responsibility, loyalty, and emotional burden carried by a military leader. Some viewers even compared his commanding presence to memorable historical drama heroes such as Wei Xiao and Ning Yuan's Hao, praising Liu Yuning for bringing together the strength of a warrior and the compassion of a protector. What makes this performance even more fascinating is the contrast between the character and Liu Yuning's personality during the variety show itself. While investigating clues, he becomes completely immersed in the role, carefully examining evidence with a serious expression and unwavering concentration. Yet moments later, he seamlessly returns to joking with fellow cast members, smiling naturally and creating a relaxed atmosphere. This effortless ability to switch between intense historical role-playing and light-hearted entertainment demonstrates not only his adaptability but also his growing confidence as a performer. Compared with many of the powerful princes, nobles, and martial heroes Liu Yuning has portrayed in television dramas, the Longduang Army General feels refreshingly different. Although the role exists only within a variety show, it successfully combines youthful enthusiasm with a deep sense of responsibility toward the nation and its people. His dignified posture, commanding voice, and expressive eyes make the character memorable enough to rival many of his full-length drama performances. Looking back at Liu Yuning's historical roles over the years, he has consistently demonstrated remarkable versatility. Whether portraying an elegant nobleman, a mysterious strategist, or a wandering swordsman, he adapts naturally to each distinctive style. The Longduang Army General represents another significant step forward. His exceptional height gives him an unmistakable heroic presence, while his balanced proportions allow him to wear both heavy armor and simple robes equally well. Unlike many tall actors who struggle with historical costumes, Liu Yuning appears completely comfortable in every frame, making each outfit feel authentic rather than theatrical. For years, some critics argued that Liu Yuning lacked the traditionally delicate features often associated with costume dramas. However, his appearance in the truth offers a convincing response to those criticisms. True historical drama charisma does not rely solely on soft facial features or elaborate styling. Instead, it comes from the perfect combination of bone structure, physical presence, movement, and emotional understanding of the character. Liu Yuning fully committed himself to the role by wearing a complete traditional wig, adjusting his posture, refining his walking style, and respecting every detail of the costume. Under natural outdoor lighting, without excessive beauty filters, each frame highlights the craftsmanship of the wardrobe and the authenticity of his performance. The result completely overturns the common perception that variety show historical costumes are rushed or superficial. For many viewers, this unforgettable portrayal proves that Liu Yuning possesses a rare compatibility with the image of the young general, one that is difficult for anyone else to replicate.